Welcome, welcome. I'm not going to be on for long. As you see, I'm all dressed up in my winter gear. It's cold outside. When it's cold outside, girl, who are you holding? Beholding me. Well, 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 well. All right, so listen, let's get this party started. I'm waiting for the link to populate so I could get these links out to everybody and then out to the different groups who get the notification. There are ways to get free notifications. Look in the description, but the text notification squad gets theirs sent directly to text. And I'm just waiting for the link to populate on YouTube, where it should be now. So let us get into that groove. Oh, I'm going to have to. I'm tired because being all cozy, warmed up like I am, I'm tired now. Me tired. Me tired, me tired, me tired. Get the shareable link. Let me go inside here. Get the link in. Hashtag TKO text squad. Let me copy this. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome. Let me send this now. Hey, Naima, how you doing? That's such a pretty name, Naima. Sounds so lovely. All right, so let us, so I got the link out there. Let me go ahead and get the link into, here we go. And then let me get the link to the text notification squad on Telegram. All right, so there we have it. Oh, my lottie, 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 lottie. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's go ahead and get live on these other platforms. Whew. I'm sorry. I'm so warm. Welcome. This text has been sent out. Let me, all right. So I want you, before I go live on these other platforms, I want you to see my new getup. I have on, I have on a complete overall because I'm not playing with this. It's 30 degrees. It's 30 degrees in New York right now. And I started going back out into the world. And so I got to get out there, and I do not want to be cold. So I have one. I went to one of those, those stores where you see the construction workers outside. No, well, not the construction work, where they sell the construction worker clothes. And I bought this to keep me warm. All right. So let's go ahead and get live on these other platforms. Woo. All right. Here we go. All right. Welcome, 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 everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are live on Twitch. We're live on Twitter. We're live on, trying to get live on Facebook. Okay. We're live on Facebook. We're live on LinkedIn. And as you know, we are live on YouTube. Welcome in. Welcome, 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 everybody. Welcome, welcome. Let me go ahead and get my light on behind me. I wasn't planning on doing all of that. Let us. Why don't we could go through the whole kit and caboodle? Why not? Not the whole kit and caboodle. Just a little something. All right. Whoo! So welcome in, everybody. As you see from the title of today's video, men are now waking up to the fact that women are not their born servants. And I'm doing this video as a call to action for you all. Because I want you all, because you know what? Some people think that it's a bad thing that there are so many vloggers out here nowadays. But I actually think it's a good thing because there's a lot of content out there. So I'm doing this call, and people are able to navigate to people who they feel like my knockouts here. You all feel me. You love what's going on here. And so we're going to be talking about this. I'm on my way out to a doctor's appointment because my knee, I told you all, my knee has been cricking, and I'm not about that deterioration life. So I'm looking into try to get me some stem cells or something. I know it's controversial for some people, but it ain't controversial for me. So talk to me. I put the link to my website in the description. And so I want you all to send me the stories that you have seen about men waking up to the fact that women are not their natural born servants, because I had a conversation with a young man yesterday. Mm, 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 mm. There's two different videos that I want to do. One of the videos is that there's a lot of men out there that have been infected with this manospheric mindset. You know, I've been going out lately. I've been meeting a lot of different people and stuff like that. One of the people that I met, I called him yesterday and we spoke. And during the course of our conversation, because, people ask what it is that you do and all this other stuff. So, I don't, I typically just tell people I'm a life coach and leave it at that, because once you start talking about your content creator, because I did a whole video on the phone last night or yesterday talking about this subject, because I had to school this man. And in the process of all of that, I was just completely exhausted. Basically, 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 he's longing for the days of old. He doesn't understand why these modern women can't do it all like his mother and grandmother. Oh, grandma did it all. Grandma, she did all the cooking, the child rearing. She did all of this. She was superwoman in their eyes, especially these black men, because we come from generations of servitude in these various countries and islands, right? We come from generations of servitude in which I just this is just too much for me emotionally to bear, right? Oh my god, you know something? I can't look at the screen sometimes. Listen. So nonetheless, right? Oh, I'm starting to get hot in this. Let me hold on. I'm sorry. I gotta pull my pants down. All right. He doesn't understand why these modern women don't want to do it all like grandma. And I was like, yeah, but your grandmother cried at night. Your grandmother most likely didn't want to do it all herself. And why should she have to? It's like, if you think about the deal that women have gotten over the ages. So we come from millennia of female servitude to men. And then we come from a situation in which Black women were in servitude to white men. And then the moment that we were able to come out from underneath that bondage, we were placed into another type of bondage. Holla if you hear me. Put up the number one if you hear me. I don't think you really hear me. Oh, wow, the text just went out, so it's a little delayed. So text notification squad is just now coming in, right? F Sue just finally caught a live. That means you're not on the text notification squad. Let me put the link for the text notification squad in I'm going to put a comment, tonyatko.com/text. Support the channel with $1.99 a month or $22 for the year plus fees, or $50 for the year, $4.99 a month plus fees if you're international. And you get a text whenever I go live. You can also get free notifications on Telegram with a link in the description. All right. So if you think that the text notification squad doesn't matter, it really does, because we went from 100 to 300 people on this live just from sending out the text. So it really does matter. So thank you for supporting the show in that way, right? So I'm like, why should they have had to? And it's like, the expectation is that you will gleefully enter into a life of servitude with them. They feel like people give birth to daughters so that the daughters can be servants to them. When they say that a woman is raised to be a wife, to them, wife is synonymous with servant. There was a video that went viral of a white guy looking for a husband, and in that video, he said that him and this husband that he's looking, because he just wanted the tax benefits, completely hetero. But this husband that he had, he was willing to pay for a maid for them to come in and do the cleaning. And somebody in the comments mentioned, yeah, he could do all of these things with a woman. But the thing is that men are like, why the F should I pay for a maid when I got you? Am I lying? Am I telling the truth? Am I telling the truth? Come on, talk to me. Talk to me. Am I telling the truth? Right? So I did that video. If you haven't seen the video, it is on my TikTok, as well as my Instagram, right? I did that video on TikTok and Instagram. I can play a little bit of it for you right now, just so you get a sense. It's talking about Granny's biggest regret. And I'll pull this forward to the screen. Here we go.
Any advice, what would it be?
Obey my mother. I finished high school at 16, and she had planned to send me from Fort Worth back to Marshall, Texas to Wiley College.
All right.
Because I would have been the first grandchild of her 18 sisters and brothers to go to college, but I got married. Oh, she was so disappointed. And it took me 4 years and 4 babies to realize I was going to have to raise my husband too. So I cut my losses. I went home to my mother. And do you know, I had nerve enough to say, I'm ready to go to college now. And she says, I got no money to send you to nobody's college.
Ooh. These are the boomers. These are the people who are the parents of the older millennials. These men come out and they talk about how, oh, there were so much more marriages. I've been studying marriage trends and how it's on a downturn and has been on a decline since the silent generation. The silent generation were before the boomers. The boomers were before Generation X, and then we have the millennials. The boomers are the ones who gave birth to the older millennials. They try to make it seem as if our grandmothers were so damn happy, the women that came before us, that the reason why marriages lasted so much longer is because people were happier then. No. And this is part of the reason that there's so many men right now who are making a push to talk about trying to go back to the times of the 1950s and taking women's rights away.
We need to regain control of women again, the way it used to be in the 1950s.
Because they know that when women are able to choose, they choose differently. When women are able to work, control their fertility or contraceptives to stop themselves from becoming impregnated. This is part of the reason that they're creating all of these laws right now to try to force births onto women, because societies across the world, Japan doesn't even know if it's going to be a country in another 150 years, because women are giving birth to so few babies, because when they were able to make the choice, even women that they're talking about, oh, the Asian women are so submissive, and you know, that and the whole geisha mindset that so many people think that Japanese women are supposedly supposed to be in nowadays. Even they are opting out of marriage. They're opting out of even cohabitating or having children. They're like, listen, there was a study that was done that single child-free women are the happiest women in society. Why is that? Psychology Today had that article that went viral, that there's a growing number of single, lonely men. Why is that? Why is it that men are not investing in themselves, making themselves suitable mates? Yes. They don't want to change. No. They want you to shut the F up. Last night we talked about that therapist that was fired. She went viral for telling Black men that they need to get therapy and work on their communication skills and relationships so that they can have healthy relationships.
You need to expand your emotional vocabulary. It's so your life can be easier. To elevate our standards. At the cost of us elevating y'all standards, y'all got axed because y'all didn't elevate. On Monday, telling men that their dusty behavior is only harming them and that they would benefit from emotional intelligence, and I shit you not, by Friday, didn't have employment.
The way that she spoke it and said it was riddled with a lot of different profanity, okay, but she has a different targeted audience. And those who don't resonate with her profanity don't buy her services. Some people said that the mistake that she made was in trying to help Black men in the first place. But I understand, because Black women have been leveling up and we're their counterpart. Less and less men are going to college and getting themselves educated. There hasn't been raises in the wages in respect to performance of employees since the 1980s. Millennials aren't able to buy houses. A man is not able to support a family on one income. And things have got to change as women grow and expand and create the healing within themselves. Their counterparts have to lift themselves up.
If you had to give your younger self any advice,
I feel like it ended
what would it be?
So quickly.
Obey my mother.
All right, so that's the video right there. It's called Granny's Biggest Regret, right? That's the name of the video. You can see it. It's on TikTok. You can go to my Instagram and see some of my shorter clips over there, right? And so you heard it. You heard what you heard it. And then now there's this new thing going around because Kevin Kitten Heel Samuels, I was going to say something, but I'm going to mind my business. We don't know where he went, right? Up or down. So nonetheless, right? He was talking to women about basically lowering their standards. Lower your standards so that you can get a man, right? And I have to admit there are some women out there who have unrealistic standards. They're 5'1", they want a man who's 6'6". It doesn't make any sense. But I've noticed that there's this new trend that's going on, right? With men who are like, well, I have a little bit of money. So they're like, oh, I know what the key is. Let me earn a little bit of money. Now they'll do what I say, right? And there's a lot of these hypergamy, oh Lord, hypergamy, Lord have mercy, I can't even say it today. There's a lot of these hypergamy channels that are telling women about how to get these men who got money and this, that, and the other, blah, 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 blah. And I remember I was listening to one woman. This was more than a year ago. This was during the pandemic, when we were watching all different types of things. So I was listening to this one woman, and she was talking and talking and talking about how, about what makeup to put on for these high value dates and how to sit there pretending as if you are interested in what he has to say, and how to lie to make him stay interested and keep him reeled in, and how to sit across from the table and just, and even if you don't want to be there, at least you got this $200 meal and this, that, and the other. And somewhere along the lines, I'm like, why would you be going through all of this? I'm like, why would you be going through all of this? I was just thinking to myself, I ain't gonna go through this. I ain't gonna sit across the table from nobody I don't want to be with for some food. I'm like, why can't I just pay for my own damn food and go out with myself and enjoy my own company? So there's two different trains of thought that are out there. There's some women who are willing to deal with men they do not want to deal with in exchange for money that they can earn themselves. And I don't understand. I don't understand that push, right? I don't understand the push. Instead of teaching women how to make their own money, there are a lot of people out there teaching women still in 2022 how to get a man's money. So there are men out there who are like, oh, well, I don't have to be a good person. I don't have to be a good partner. All I have to do is just make a little bit more money, and now they'll listen to me, because this is what has happened, right? This is what has happened. They feel that they feel that people are giving birth to natural born servants. And so the women are waking up, and the women are like, I don't want to do that. Grandmothers, go to TikTok and read the comments on that video that I just showed you all. People are in the comments talking about how their grandmother pulled them aside and said, listen, go get your education. How many of your grandmothers or mothers said this to you? Go get your education, go make your own money, buy your own property, keep an account of your own, keep a savings fund nobody knows about, keep your latitude and your options. How many of you had, if you had grandmothers, aunts, some matriarch in your family come and say this to you, go ahead and put up the number 2. Let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see it. So what ended up happening is women were like, well, you know what? They got this push from the matriarchs. They said, say less, say less. And they went, they got their scholarships, their student loans, whatever the case may be. And they went out, they got their education, they're working. Somebody showed me the data, because Black women have been saying that we are among the most educated in society. And I was like, show me the data for this so that I can say this in my videos, right? And they showed me the data for each group by race. there are collectively more Black women by race going to get educated than women of any other race in comparison to their men. So we are the most educated group of women. We are the ones that in perspective to other women in the country, we are the ones getting the most degrees. We're out there. It has not translated into, by and large, the money that Black women are holding and controlling, because Black women are still having to reach back, taking care of their families, reaching back, taking care of Black men. And so it's not translating, because you saw the Brookings Institute that the ability to escape poverty is that Black women and white women are on par to escape poverty until Black women tie themselves with Black men who got incarceration issues, employment issues, all of this other stuff. They're taking care of family. They're doing all of this stuff. And so Black women, we have got to be more about ourselves and our business on that, right? So nonetheless, what's happening is that these men are like, well, what happened to my natural born servant? These women don't want to serve me, right? You remember that book, Who Moved My Cheese, where the mice were going to this area over and over and over again, and the cheese was gone. One of the mice went out in search of another aspect, how to get the cheese, in another way. And the other mouse stayed there, coming back each and every day. Who moved my cheese? Who moved my cheese? Until the mother effer starved, right? So like we have these men who are out there who are like, who moved my cheese? Who moved my woman? Where's my house, my picket fence, and my servant, my indentured maritude, right? They don't understand what happened. They don't understand why women don't want to be in that position, getting nothing in return. So this is why I want you to send me videos. Go to TonyaTKO.com, click on contact, send me the shorts, the clips of what I'm looking for are men waking up, making videos, waking up to the fact that, oh snap, women don't want to serve us in perpetuity. Or, just around this whole entire theme, because I'm going to come back and I'm going to do a back-to-back video doing shorts. We're just recording in reaction to these things, because this is a topic that needs to be discussed. Because it's like they don't really care about what it is that you want. They don't really think. They don't think that you are a complete human being, that you're a separate human being that has your own wants, needs, and desires. It doesn't even dawn on them that you don't want to be in a relationship where you have to bust your elbows down to the bone. I remember I was singing that song. You remember when I was out in the country west, and I went to do my singing with the live band, and I sang Coal Miner's Daughter. In the song, it's like, I was born a coal miner's daughter. And then there was a line in the song where she's like, the mother would wash on the washing board until her fingers bled. And it's like, it doesn't even dawn on them that this woman does not want to have bleeding fingers, arthritic knees, gouty foots, high blood pressure, no sexual satisfaction, because you know how they was getting down back in the days, right? No autonomy, a man who's emotionally unintelligent, who is not there to really even have deep conversations with her, who's controlling her with money, beating her when he feels like it, capital R wording her because her body is supposed to be his body. Going out, drinking, gambling, spending money on WHORESs, right? Oh, Naima, I thought I saw somebody talking about us coming from a damn rib. I was about to check that mess, but I see Naima was speaking some. Okay. And that's the thing, because they were told that it was ordained for them to get this servant created of their rib. So that's the thing. And so that now they're like, well, why don't you want to do this? They feel entitled. They're like, so now the new thing is, well, I'm going to make money. I got money. There's men out here who are making money with high value men. If you want a high value man, you're going to have to deal with the cheatings. You're going to have to deal with he don't come home at night. Remember, Kitten, before God smite him of this earth, Kitten was telling men that look, women, you just need to get used to it. If you're going to be with a high value man, you just need to get used to you're going to be cheated on. Why the fuck? In this year of our Lord, 2023, upcoming, would a woman deal with being cheated on in exchange for some money she could earn her damn self? Why? I don't understand. Like, you think that's a good deal? Some dry ass dick, no oral sex, you cheating, and an allowance where you doling out a few dollars here and there and thinking you can control me with that? That's not a good deal. But to them, they're like, I wish I had a stack of Monopoly money so I could just flap it in the air. Just imagine a flap of money right here. Where I'm like, here you go. Come on, come girl, come get it. Come on, come get it. I got some monies. Come on, girl. What you gonna do? What you gonna do something strange for a little bit of change? You gonna be my perpetual housekeeper into perpetuity, where I don't have to do the internal work to make sure that I'm a good partner. It's like, and then you know what? And so I see somebody saying, oh, no, thank you, right? And I see a lot of female content creators who are making videos about how they're going to be single for life. That's not the goal. The goal is not to be single for life. The goal is to hold men up to task so that they do the internal work to be good partners. That's the goal. Because we were made to be together, but not under these circumstances. These conditions are not conducive for a woman's happiness. Some wives work to fill joint accounts, then have no say over withdrawals. Many wives, who? Oh my Lord, they done froze me off. They froze me off from online. Queen is saying, I was told by a man friend that he is the prize. Exactly. And that is what they are saying out there. That is what they're saying. They're like, I'm the prize. I got a little bit of money. What is it that makes you the prize? It's like they have lost their damn minds. I had a man tell me that the most valuable liquid on earth, aside from water, is semen. I'm like, what? Meanwhile, they don't know that since 1973, men's sperm count has halved. The 50% of the sperm count that they used to have in 1973 has halved. They only got 50% now. Half of all infertility cases are because the man is unable. But they still want to stand up there talking about, I can have babies until I have 7 days. I don't have to settle down. Right? And it's like, go ahead. And so they project onto you. I got to get out of here. Let me check the time. I'm going to get out of here in about 4 more minutes, right? They project. Somebody is saying, am I okay? Yes, I am quite all right. Are you all right? You want to come forward and get spanked real quick? Huh? You play with it. You don't know me like you think you do. You don't know me like you think you do, boy. Yeah, I'm all right. I'm all right, more than all right. So yeah, then this whole new thing is, well, if you want a high value man, then you're going to have to deal with XYZ. It's like, no, N-word, your money is not a bargaining chip for poor treatment. And why would you want it to be? The question is, why would you not want to do the internal work so that you can better your life? So that you're out here thinking that the only reason that you're earning money is so that you could manipulate a woman. And this is how we got now the branch of passport bros, right? Let that semen get your car started. Listen. Listen. We got the passport bros who are now looking for vulnerable women. They're like, you ain't vulnerable enough. I'm going to go to a third world country because they're not going to places where women have options and choices. They want to go to countries where women, and I was doing some research on domestic violence and what are some of the precursors. Angel is saying semen is disgusting. You got to find the right one, baby. You got to find the right one. You got to find the right one. Listen, find the right one. You got to find your match. A man, you got to find these. See, far too many of these men they ain't even eating clean. They funky from the inside out. Oh my God, I saw a video yesterday that men are not even wiping their behinds. Oh my goodness, I had to share this video with other people. Lordy have mercy. And they don't like to talk about how their sperm deteriorates with age, with advanced age. They don't want to talk about that. How the sperm be having half a tail, half a flagellum, two heads, spinning in circles, dying at the cervix. They can't even swim. They're non-swimmers squirting out. They're dying on the bed sheets. Listen. You are you all really, you know what? You need to find a man who eats clean, because all semen is not nasty. You got to find a man who eats clean. Find a man who eats a lot of fruits and vegetables. It's no, some men are nasty. Some men smell gross. Listen. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome. Okay, so it is time for me to pull out of here now. I had a man tell me that your spine on up to your brain is that one semen. Oh God. You see, these people be talking stupidness. And so this is the thing, right? I don't want no semen on me. I just picture thick, smelly bacteria. You see, listen, ladies, you know what? Okay, look, you're going to have to do your part too. You're going to have to do your part as well to make sure that you are doing the damn thing yourself, right? If you're going to sit there being grossed out by fluids and all that other stuff, you're going to have to look within to see where you're at, because, far too many of us have been indoctrinated into this fuckery that men have taught us about being virginal and all this other stuff so that they could enter into a marriage with a woman who cannot sexually satisfy them, so that they're out there on the prowl in people's DMs on these dating sites looking just for some release. Come on. I just... Linfrey is saying, yes, it is. It's all nasty. Some of you women are whack in bed. I'm telling you, I can tell from your comments, you're whack in bed. If you're going to talk about you don't want semen on you, I bet you whack. I know you don't want to hear that. It might hurt your feelings, but I'm sure you're whack. And this is, look, I need to talk with some of you all. But you know what? We'll talk at my healing retreat, because this probably ain't the conversation for mass consumption. I could tell some of you are whack. Juices. Oh, it's nasty. Come on. Listen, if you know like I know, you find somebody that you could bruck out with, that you could jump down on your knee, hold that tongue out like a Labrador waiting for the deposit. Listen, y'all silly. Look, you better do what you need to do in your relationship to please your man. Do what you need to do to please your man. Don't half step over here. You better, look, you better learn how to be nasty. Learn how to be nasty. You see, y'all playing games. Y'all playing. A Butte is saying, don't want it, don't need it. All right. Don't take it then. Do what you feel is right for you. Look, my Cash App is open. I don't want to read these comments over here. Somebody send me a Cash App with some comment that I want to read. I need me a nasty woman to send me a Cash App. If you send it Bitcoin wise, you could write a long comment. I need a nasty woman, a woman who knows that she nasty, a woman who knows that she know how to get the hell down. I need a woman to send me a message that I could read that's inspiring, because these women on here are inspiring me to want to go out there and help teach a class for some of them, because They talking some nonsense over here. You don't want or need semen. Okay, so you want and need some pussy juices then, huh? So just go out there and muff dive. Go bury your face in a beaver and with moisture all over your face, slicking up all your lips and jaw and chin. Go and do that. Either way, if you're going to be good in bed, you're going to get some juices on you either way. Either the juices are going to come from a penis or they're going to come from a vagina. Either way, you're going to get some juices on you, or you're just going to be dry yourself, dry and whack, sitting there talking about what you don't need. And then before all is said and done, you're going to be some wrinkled old biddy in a bed somewhere wondering why you wasted your whole damn life. That's going to be you. You're going to be like, what did I do with my life? Now I'm all wrinkled. My vagina's dry. Nobody want to pummel on top of me. And what have I done with my entire existence? That's going to be you. That's going to be you laying up in a bed somewhere, shivering in the middle of the night with the Reaper hovering close, and you're gonna be like, damn, I ain't never had an anal orgasm. Damn, I ain't never climaxed. Damn, I never found sweet semen. Damn, I never. Too many of you out there, I'm sorry. I don't want to get off on a tangent. Listen, somebody, let me check my apples because I'm looking for somebody to send me. Okay, here we go. Let me come to these comments over here because y'all, listen. Come on. Listen. Let me get this. Come on. Here, you hear this? It's too low. Let me put it up louder. Where's I done lost my mouse thing? Here, we're messing with you all. Y'all saying the sound went out? YouTube might have shut me up. Some of the nasty things I'm saying today. Let's see what Sunday has to say. Muff or nut? Get nasty with it. That's what I'm talking about. Listen, I need some more nasty chicks to send me some messages that I could read on the screen because these dry vagina gal out here, I don't know what you all are talking about over here because I don't know what you're talking about over here. But if you know like I know, you would get down with it. Let's see what Nina has to say. Nina says, some must learn to appreciate good deed. Yes, because you know what? They probably never had it. Listen, there's some good, we turn it into a different broadcast now, and I'm going past my time. Oh, I got to get out of here. LaQuinta sends $5. Let's see what LaQuinta has to say. LaQuinta says, make him tap out. This is what I'm saying. If you're afraid of some fluid, you ain't snatching souls out there. You ain't putting a man up against the rings and having him beg you for mercy, beg you for his life. You ain't doing that. So listen. Listen, I'm gonna chat. I'm gonna talk for a few more minutes and then I'm gonna get out of here because I'm running behind schedule right now. But at least I'm already dressed to run back out. But listen to what it is that I'm saying. Listen, that's what I'm saying.